Dear second prep, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It's Mr. Ahmed Mahmoud with you today to introduce a new mathematics lesson. Today, inshallah, we have Algebra. We are going to start Unit 3. In this unit, we are going to remember the meaning of mode, mean, and median. Okay, but we are going to study a new concept in every definition of them. Okay. Today inshallah we have the mean, which represent part 1 in this lesson. Okay, the mean here divided in two cases, into two kinds. Okay, we are going to remember the first kind, which we studied in the last one, the mean, which is the average or the sum over number, and then we are going to study the mean of frequency distribution. Let's start the lesson. The mean here, as we studied before, it's the mean represent or divided into two kinds. The first one, which represent the mean of some values. If we have some values, to find the mean of them, we are going to find the sum of these values over the number of these values. For example, if we have some values like 2, 7, 3, 8, and 10. To find the mean of them, then we are going to add them to find the sum over the number of them. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then they are 5 values. Then the mean here equals the sum over the number, which equal 2 plus 7 plus 3 plus 8 plus 10 over 5 values, which is equal 6. Okay. This is the meaning of the mean as we studied in the last year, but don't forget, we are going this year to study or to solve problems by using this rule. Okay, now we are going to take the new case of the mean, which is the mean of frequency distribution. Frequency distribution means if we have a table like this, formed from two rows. The first row, which represent the sets here 5 dash, 15 dash, 25 dash, 35 dash. It means what? Sets here, the first set means 5 dash, means all the numbers from 5 till 15. Okay, then this dash means till, and the second one from 15 till 25, and from 25 till 35, and here from 35 till what? Till 45. Why 45? Because every set increase by 10 units. Then we have here 35 plus 10 equal 45. Okay, the frequency is the repetition of each set. Okay, here this numbers repeated 6 times, and here this numbers repeated 8 times, and here we have 4 times, 2 times. Finally, the total frequency distribution equal 20. For example, if we have an exam, this exam, the full mark the full mark equal 45 marks. Okay, we are going to divide, and we have a class included 20 pupils. Okay, the first set means the pupil who got from 5 to 15, their number is 6 pupils. The second set means from 15 to 25, 8 pupils. The third set from 25 marks to 35 marks, there 4 pupils. And here from 35 to full mark, there are 2 pupils only. The number of pupils down equal 20 pupils. Okay, now we are going to study how can we find the mean to this table like this. The first step, we are going to draw a table from 4 columns like this. Here we have table from 4 columns as we see. Okay, for the first column here, we are going to ignore this one, and I will tell you why we are going to ignore this one. Okay, here we are going to write the sets. What are the sets? The sets are the numbers in the first row. Okay, the first one here, 5 dash, 15 dash, 25 dash, 35 dash, and here we are going to write the sum, but it will be later. Okay, in the first one we are going to write the center of the set, or we are going to call it x. What is the center of the set? Here we have a set from 5 to 15. You can find its center mentally, okay, from 5 to 15, or you can, if you can't find the center mentally, we have a rule. The rule is the lower plus upper over 2. The lower number plus upper number over 2, or the lower boundary plus upper boundary over 2. In the first one, the lower boundary is 5, the upper boundary is 15, then the center equal 5 plus 15 over 2, which is equal 10. Okay, some of you can find this center, okay, can find this center mentally without using this rule. It's up to you. Okay, now the next one here, the least number is 15, the maximum boundary is 25, then the set is the center 15 plus 25 over 2, which is 20. Here we have 25 to 35, 25 plus 35 over 2, which is equal 30, and here the 35, the last one, equal 45, it will be 35 plus 45 over 2, which is equal 40. Okay, next here we are going to write the frequency, which is the second column. Okay, we are going to write this, to copy these numbers here, 6, 8, 4 and 2. I'm going, okay, I just wrote down 6 here and 8 here and 4 here and 2 here. Okay, now in this one I'm going to write the sum or the total. I don't need the sum of the centers though, so I shaded this one from the very beginning, okay, to be not confused, okay, in the solution. Now I'm going to find the sum of this frequency. Okay, here we have the sum equal 20, but if we haven't this one, we are going to add them by using calculator like this. It will be 20. Here we are going to do what? We are going to write x multiplied by f like this, x multiplied by f. What does it mean? We are going to multiply 10 by 6 here, which is equal 60, and 20 by 8 here, which is equal 160, 30 times 4 here, which is equal 120, 40 times 2 here, which is equal 80, and then we are going to add these numbers. Okay, these numbers, their sum equals 420. Finally, what's the mean? The mean equal the sum of x times f, which represents this sum, and over the sum of frequency, which represent this sum. Then the mean equal 420 over 20, which is equal 21. Let's solve the problems about this lesson, but before we leave this page, okay, we had two cases of the mean. The mean of some values, it equals the sum over number, and the mean of frequency distribution, we use this way by using the table formed from 4 columns. This lesson is very, very important. Okay, every exam included the mean of frequency distribution. Okay, I need you to study this lesson well. Okay, let's solve problems about this one. Example 1 here. Complete the following. Number 1, the center of a set. As we said before, the center equal the lower boundary plus the upper boundary. Okay, next, the arithmetic mean of the numbers, okay, 5, 12, 17 and 6. Okay, here we have 5, plus 12 plus 17 plus 6 over their number 4, it equal 10. Okay, it's 10. The next one, the lower limit of a set is 8 and the upper limit is 14, then the center equal, as we said, lower plus upper over 2, then the center equal 8 plus 14 over 2, which is equal 22 over 2, which is 11. The next example, the next one, number 4. Here we have the mean of the values 2 minus a, 4, 1, 5, 3 plus a is what? It's easy. Okay, I'm going to find the mean like this. It's 4 plus 1 plus 5 plus 3 plus a plus 2 minus a over their number. We have here 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. We have 5 numbers, but first we have a and the negative a. I'm going to cross them. Then here we have 4 plus 1, 5 plus 5, 10 plus 3, 13 plus 2, 15 over 5 equals 3. Then the mean here equals 3. The next one, if the mean of 5 pupils is 20, then the total marks equal what? Okay, mean equal sum or total over number. Therefore, the mean 20 equal the total over 5. I'm going to send 5 there, which is, it will be time, then the total equals 20 times 5, which is equals 100. Then the sum equal 100 marks. The next example, if the upper limit is 14 and the center is 10, then the lower equal what? Okay, by use this one, this equation, center equal lower plus upper over 2. Therefore, the upper limit 14 and the center is 10, then 10 equal lower plus 14 over 2. I'm going to send 2 there by time, multiply, then L plus 14 equal 20. Then I'm going to send 14 minus as minus 14, then L equal 6. Then the lower limit equal 6. Okay, and this is the end of the lesson of the first part. Okay, now I'm going to solve an example about the second part, which is the frequency distribution. We have here example 2. In the following table, show the frequency distribution of 10 marks of 10 students in mathematics. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. This exam, okay, this is the sets which represent the marks. Okay, and this exam, the final mark or the full mark is 60. Okay, how do I know 60? Because every set increase by 10. Okay, we have 10 pupils. The pupils who got 10 to 20, their number is 1. And from 20 to 30, 2 pupils. From 30 to 40, 4 pupils. From 40 to 50, 2 pupils. And from 50 to the full mark, only one pupil. Okay, now I need what? Calculate the mean of marks of the students. First, I'm going to draw the table like this. Okay, here I'm going to write the sets. The sets are 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. Here I'm going to write the sum. The center. Here we have 10 plus 20 over 2, which is 15. 20 plus 30 over 2, which is 25. Okay, now I got the first two centers, 15 and 25. From 15 to 25, it increases by 10. Then I can add 10 each time. 15, 25, and 35 here, and 45 here, and 55 here. Okay, the frequency from the second one, okay, it will be 1, 2, 4, 2, 1, and the sum equals 10. Okay, now I'm going to multiply x times f. 15 times 1, 15. 25 times 2 equals 50, and it's 50. 35 times 4 equals 140. 45 times 2, which is 90. 55 times 1, which is 55. Now I'm going to the sum, which is equal 350. Finally, the mean equal 350 over 10, which is equal 35 marks. Okay, this is the mean mark is 35 for this class. Okay, if the mark of success is 30 marks. Okay, calculate the number of failed students. Okay, now we have, by using the table, we have here the numbers of pupils who got 30 and more. Here 30, 40, 50 and more. And here we have the number of pupils who got less than 30. They are what? They are 3 pupils. It's 2 plus 1 equal 3 pupils, students. Okay. This is the end of our lesson. I hope it was helpful for you. See you in the next video, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.